All right, good morning, class. So today we're going to be focusing on the CSEC school-based assessments. So we're going to be looking at your SBA. All right, so this video is essentially to guide you through the steps of the process. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at today is the syllabus. So let me just share my screen with you. And I'll let you know that the syllabus has been posted to the portal. The syllabus may also be found on CXC's website, and it can be purchased in most bookstores, right? So you should have a syllabus, not just to complete your SBA, but you need your syllabus to study. You need to know what CXC expects of you, right? So you need to know what CXC thinks you know, right? So you have to get the syllabus. So we're going to be working from the syllabus and looking particularly at the SBA Mark Scheme, because I need you to understand how it is graded. So it's marked out of 40. So it's 40 marks in total for each respective unit. And those 40 marks account for 20% of your final grade for CSEC Social Studies. So if you do your SBA well, you will go into the exam with 20% already. All right? So it is important that you get it right and avoid making silly or minor, I should say, mistakes. All right? So we're going to be focusing first on the statement of problem and the research, the reason for selecting area of research, the method of investigation, the data collection instruments, and procedures for data collection. All of these components make up the introduction, right? So if you look at your syllabus, you will find that where there is a unit outlining the social issues present in the Caribbean, and those social issues would have ranged from teenage pregnancy to drug abuse to juvenile delinquency and so on and so forth. But what CXC has done is they have given you the option to choose a social issue that you will research, and through your findings and through your research, you would have covered a social issue on your own, right? So you would have explored that social issue without having your teacher coming in and detailing all the elements of the respective social issues, which I'm going to provide you with that information, but the detailed knowledge of the social issue will come from your research. All right, so all of these components, as I said, the statement of problem, reason for selecting area of research, method of investigation, data collection instruments, and procedures for data collection, they all make up the introductory section of the SBA. So how do you design that? You have a heading that says introduction. Under that heading, you're going to give me an introduction. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to tell me about the social issue. You can give me statistics related to the country that you are from. So let me clear that up. Your social issue is supposed to be related to the Caribbean, particularly your country, all right? So you will go online and you can include general information about the social issue. So you can define it. What is drug abuse? What is teenage pregnancy? How is juvenile delinquency defined? Fine, perfect. You can even include American statistics. However, you must then narrow that down to Jamaica. You must narrow that down to the Caribbean. And why I say that is because when you go on Google and you type in teenage pregnancy or any of the social issues, it's more likely that you are going to find information related to the United States of America, right? We're not researching the United States of America. We want to understand the social issues as they exist here in the Caribbean. So your introduction, you can define what it is. You can include statistics from America if you choose, if it is relevant based on the topic that you are doing. It can also be a case where that social issue hasn't been well researched in your country. So you will make that general introduction of the issue, and then you can note that it is your research that will give a more detailed and specific discussion of the social issue as it exists in your territory, as it exists in your country, right? So if you're not finding the information, which you can, based on the social issues that are here, you can find this information related to the Caribbean, related to Jamaica online. We also have Statin, STATIN, right? The Statistical Institute of Jamaica. You can go to their website and get the information related to the social issue. You can go to Statin, depending on where you are. You can go to Statin, you can call them, and they will actually take the time to provide you with the necessary information, all right? So you can call them, you can visit them, or you can go to the website to find that information, all right? So in your introduction, you give me the background, right? And that can be a paragraph or two, depending on what you are researching, right? And then, hold on, right? Based on what you're researching. And then after that, the next heading will be the statement of problem, right? Your statement of problem is essentially your research topic. And I hope you can see the board here. Let me see if I can pull it a little closer. All right. So say you're going to look at teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy by itself is not a topic. It is a theme, right? So you can't say my SBA topic is teenage pregnancy. No, that would be inadequate. When you are designing your topic, when you are coming up with your topic, there are steps that you have to take. You have to narrow down the theme into an actual topic. And how you do that, you can ask yourself this, or better yet, these questions. I'm not to use the green mark. I don't know if it shows well. All right. So you'll ask yourself who, where, how. All right. And this is how you come up with your topic. This is how you narrow down your topic. So teenage pregnancy is the theme. That's the broad social issue. But you don't have the funding or the time to do an entire research paper on Jamaica, right? Because if you are going to be doing a country-wide or nationwide research, you would need to distribute at least about 10,000 questionnaires if you're going to be looking at a population of over 2 million. That's the minimum amount that you could even think of distributing, right? So we're not focusing on the whole country. We're focusing on our communities. We're focusing on our schools. So to narrow down the topic, you ask who, where, and how. Teenage pregnancy, who are we going to be focusing on? Are we going to be focusing on girls between 11 to 17 years old? Where are these girls? Are these girls in Kingston? And is the community Meadowbrook? Are the girls from your high school? Are the girls from your primary school? Where are you going to be focusing on your school? Are you going to be focusing on your community or another particular community? So that is the where. The who can also be boys, because you can look at how teenage pregnancy affects young boys. Usually you'll find that we'll look at how the females are impacted for obvious reasons, because they're the ones carrying the child and they're the ones who will have to probably withdraw from traditional school and go to a school that will allow them to attend while pregnant and have all of the considerations and facilitate their education while they are pregnant. Yes, but young boys are impacted by that. So you can look at the who can be girls, or you can look at the boys and how they are impacted. And that is what we're coming to next, the whole. So you can look at the girls or the boys. You can look at where, is it at your school? Is it in your community? And how are they impacted? What are you going to look at? Are you going to look at how their educational experiences are impacted? So school is interrupted in what ways? Do you have to withdraw and then you have to enroll in another school? And is that school a school that has its own distractions? What are the challenges that are faced? And that is the how. How are these people impacted? So the people, so how is the who impacted where in that particular community, right? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you can look at girls or boys and how they're impacted. You can look at where these boys or girls are, right? And you will look at how. So you can look at educational experience, so how they're impacted. It can be educational experience that you're focusing on. It can be the emotional strain. You can look at social stigma. How does society treat a girl who is a teenager and pregnant, or a girl that is pregnant? So you're not a woman, you shouldn't be carrying a child. How does society see that young lady? How does the society see that girl? So you have to narrow down your topic. Teenage pregnancy by itself is not a topic. It must be narrowed down, and this is how you go about narrowing down your topic. All right.